Ladies and gentlemen, it is Christmas Eve. I've done the last 3 or 4 videos on Christmas Eve. If you paid attention to the dates in the save screen, you notice that we've got dinner and all that stuff here in a couple hours. I'm really hoping to get in a nap before that because I am old. Excuse me. But this is going to be my Christmas gift to myself, finishing this garbage. So let's go finish this garbage. Also, this area looks an awful lot like a couple of areas from Bat and Kaitos. Okay. Why is there a 0? Where am I going? Camera. Again, if I could see behind me, this would be great. Do I need to get to the tree? Do I need to... There was a glowy thing somewhere, wasn't there? This thing? Hey. Why do I... That's what's counting to my counters? Picking up items? No. Maybe yet. Yes? What the hell is going on here? Does it take a couple seconds? I've had a couple of these before. I swear I have. What? Oh God, I bumped into it and fell down. This is why I'm complaining about the camera. I can't avoid it because I can't see what's in front of me. Oop. I'm just gonna stand here and wait. That's great graphics right there. I'm going to assume it's going to reappear right here, so I'm just going to wait right here. What even in the hell is this? We found infinity. What the hell's infinity? Nothing I care about. How do I get out of here? I don't care about the items. I would like to leave. I guess I have to get all the items. Oh boy, an attribute sphere. I guess that did it. The attribute sphere, by the way, is what I used to max everybody's stats out, because I didn't have to move around the map. Really wanted a turbo controller for that, though. Let me tell you. God, the music.
You're late, Oren. I know. Hey.
Huh?
He didn't say hi.
You got tall, but you're all bones. You eating right, boy? You've really grown.
Yeah. But you're still bigger.
Well, I am Sin, you know.
That's not funny.
Well, then... I mean, you know... Let's end this.
Dad,
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore. Pretty soon I'm gonna be Sin, completely. I'm glad you're here now. One thing though. When it starts, I won't be myself anymore. I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right.
Get that close to that face. You could have made a better face.
Let's go.
God, his finger. Did you see that? It's broken. Bending sideways at the knuckle. Oh, Jesus. What the hell is that?
I promise this will be quick!
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
With all you got, Dad.
And then we use the eject shot and we win the game. What the hell is this music? Okay. Braska's final Aeon, aka Dad. Out of range. He's not out of range, though. What the hell is this nonsense?
I won't lose.
BFA can be poisoned. BFA is Braska's final Aeon. Odds are abysmal. It can take a while. 200 turns. Alright. Sorry. Reading. You can poison it or zombie it.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
I hate you, Dad.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time, I'm glad to have you as my father.
Sir Jack, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons,
Call them!
call us!
Don't we need to send him? Also, is the little orb thing, is that, you Yevon? Whatever. That's the sword from the Diablo, or the Doom game.
Yes. Here it comes!
The sword was an Aeon the whole time. You know, I'll be really glad when we never have any more of those. Get up, you dope. He's not on the ground.
Yuna!
Guess it doesn't matter what order we do this in. Excuse me. This is not in the guide. So Jesus. So the ultimate evil bat. Oh, and we've got auto life on. Why do we have that? So the final boss in Final Fantasy X, after your dad, is just a glowy ball. You know, I remember people like dumping real hard on the end of Final Fantasy IX for that whole thing at the end. That is not as dumb as this. So if I wouldn't have got Anima and the Maga Sisters and Yojimbo, I probably wouldn't have to fight them here. We're gonna have the whole "Rawr, I'm Ifrit," and now they gotta wait for this thing. Turned all my Pokemon evil, darn you. Darn you, you big meanie. It's not boring because of what we're doing. Like, it just seems so like the only time we really needed Aeons in this game was to act as a buffer from instant death attacks, right? And it's just like they're trying so hard to make them important. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It just feels very like, no, you were going to use Aeons whether you like it or not. You're going to have to deal with it. And we're going to force you to. This is not impressive. It's not like, oh my god, this is so cool. We have to we're like coming together, and it's the power of friendship. I know it's possessed by you, Yevon. It's happened. It's going to keep happening. It does. You don't need to tell me every time. It doesn't. And look, we have auto life. We can't die. We cannot be killed. There is no reason to make me sit through all of this. Like, even if it was like, oh God, I can't one-hit kill everything, and the only reason I can is because the game put a block in my way that I couldn't get around, so I had to go through the middle of it, and I had to be damn near indestructible to do it anyway. So the difficulty, it's just, oh my God. Even if there was any sense of urgency or anxiety about this fight, like it's gone. It's gone because everybody has auto life on. Yeah, I'm looking at the thing over here. It's like way down, tiny print at the bottom. These fights are impossible to lose as you will always be in the auto life state even after you revive. Why are you making me do this? It's not... Could have come up with anything. Anything would have been more interesting than this. Yevon takes a physical form and has access to all the overdrives of all the different Aeons you captured, and you don't have auto revive. That would be a thing. That would be a much more interesting thing than this, but no, now it's just we couldn't be bothered to come up with a design for him, so we're just gonna have this evil Pokeball possess every one of your Aeons, and you're just gonna have to fight it. You just have to deal with that because you didn't use Aeons enough in the game. You didn't appreciate all the work we did. God, this is for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom of my Final Fantasy games list was like 5, 7. 3 wasn't particularly great for the most part. It started out strong, it got real rough in the middle and ended kind of blah. But I can tell you right now, Final Fantasy X has solidified 10 out of 10. Not in a good way. This is the worst Final Fantasy game I have played. In fact, I'm gonna here's what I'm gonna do. Because this isn't interesting. This is boring. Is you Yevon gonna have to individually possess the Maga sisters? Like we have to fight one, then one, then one. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write down some numbers: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, worst Final Fantasy game, 10. Second worst, I'm going to still put 7 there. And then I'm going to put 5. And then I'm going to put 3. Okay. So there's 6 left. I don't know what I'm going to put at number 1. I think I can put 2 at number 6. I feel okay about that. I think I put 8 at number 5. I feel okay about that. 2, 3. I need 1, 4, 6, and 9, right? I'm going to put 1 at number 4. And this is where it gets hard. Yeah. I wondered. I'm going to put 6 at number 3. I love 6, but I love 4 more. And I think I'm going to put 9 at number 1. Played all of them now, 1 through 10. Here's what I think. My favorite is 9, then 4, then 6, then 1, then 8, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10. I'm upset at how bad this game is. It's Majora's Mask. It's Metroid Prime.
Everyone, this is the last time we fight together. Okay?
Huh?
No one is standing on the
What I'm
ground.
trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
Could you come up with a better one than this? He's a fish. You, Yevon, is a fish. He's not even a fish. He's a tick. Jesus Christ. I played Final Fantasy XI once, like 20 years ago. For maybe an hour. I'd put it over this. Well, that just means he can get out again later. You're gonna get another blinding white screen here, in case you needed another one. There it is. The Eternal Calm, defeat you, Yevon. I don't know why that's not showing up. It's turned on, I checked. Jesus! That is the worst animation in the world. And then they all do it at the exact same time, and it loops. Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't care. Okay, they didn't care. They finished this game. They God. I hope they had as little fun making this game as I have playing it. And I hope you've had more fun watching it than I've had playing it. Because Jesus H. Christ. I've never been offended by a video game before. I put 100-something hours into Dragon Quest VIII. On hardware. Finish that, 100% of that on hardware. All the side stuff, all the everything. I don't regret a minute of that. Am I supposed to remember who that was? Are all the aeons turning into stone? Or whatever the hell that texture is supposed to represent. You know, this would have been more meaningful if we actually could have like looked around and seen what, you know, I'm thinking that's supposed to be Ifrit, but we didn't really get to see these. They were under the floor and we couldn't pitch the camera. Who is she sending? Oh.
Don't stop.
But
It's all right.
Come on, Riku, you gotta give us another air typing. God, that face.
It's been long enough. This is your world now.
That is the exact same synth sound from the volcano in Final Fantasy IX. I swear to God it is. Which is a better game? I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkand. Goodbye.
Hey!
We're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
I love you.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. End it with a... Sorry. I'll be back. Don't you worry about that.
Yuna, it's time.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves. And new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today. Just one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. No dreams that fade. Never forget them.
You know, try as I might, I would really like to forget this. I really, really would. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Look. Look. Ladies and gentlemen, head in hands, I don't... It's so bad. How is it possible to be so bad? I don't understand how it's possible to be so bad. This is still a big company at the time, had people who were here who worked on all sorts of things before. This was not their first, you know. It's terrible. This is bad. Look, we talked about it previously. We're going to run down the list again, as I do in the podcast when we talk about games and we do reviews. So, story. Kind of not... Excuse me. Doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense, number one. Presented poorly, number two. Wraps up poorly, number three. Characters that, for the most part, I don't care about at all because they're not interesting, and we don't, for all the time we spend in this game, we don't spend a lot of time with these characters, and the time we do spend really doesn't endear me to any of them. Waka is just a horrible racist, we learned. He's also kind of an idiot. Oren's dead, and he's dead in that way that, like, he knows everything that's going on, but he's not going to tell anybody anything. That's obnoxious. Titus is the most annoying hero, like protagonist in any Final Fantasy game I have played. Cloud is not as bad as the people around him who do everything that they possibly can to just kind of like go along with anything he says, you know what I mean? So like Final Fantasy 1 characters, you know, they're blank pages. They are who you make them. Same with Final Fantasy 2, really. Same with Final Fantasy 3 for the most part. They didn't have personalities until they started remaking the games, which was a mistake. Final Fantasy 4, Cecil is not annoying at all. In fact, nobody in that game is really horribly annoying. Final Fantasy 5, I thought Lena was kind of obnoxious. I think Butts is a little annoying. But for the most part, you know, you don't have to have a whole lot of interaction with them in terms of cutscenes and dialogues. You know what everybody's going to say and do pretty much from the get-go, given their character archetypes. Final Fantasy VI has some fantastic characters. They're some of the best ever, I would say, second only to maybe 4. This is not James Taylor. John DiMaggio was Waka and Kamari. Tara Strong is Riku. I thought I heard a familiar thing there. I don't know any of those other names off the top of my head. 6 great characters pretty much across the board. Some more impactful than others. 7, you know, everybody's just so single-minded in that whole game, and the turnaround happens so quick and so hard. You know, you start the game, you're this mercenary, you've been hired by a eco-terrorist group to go and take on the biggest pollution-producing corporation in the world, and, you know, you got all this, and then, hey, that's a really big sword. And then everybody just like, yeah, okay, whatever you say, new guy. 8, Squall is annoying. Squall is a little annoying for like the first couple hours of the game, but he's not that bad. Selphie used to drive me crazy. She grows on you a little bit. Same with Zell. Everybody in that game, you know, that was obnoxious, grew on me, but they were obnoxious for reasons, because that game was really about these interpersonal relationships between the team members, especially Squall and Noah, but everybody. You know, everybody had their faults and their flaws, and they, you know, kind of learned how to deal with them, and that was part of the whole character development aspect of that game. Final Fantasy IX, much the same way. Everybody had things that made them like they were insecurities, and you worked through them. That was that whole beginning, you know, when you just let the credits play, and it was like it's better to be dead than forgotten and all that kind of stuff, you know, those little quotes. That really gets into the heart of everybody's opinions, everybody's feelings and their thoughts and all of this. This game, nobody goes through anything. Really, like nobody. I've talked about this way longer than I anticipated. I'm gonna put my headphones back on in case something happens, I guess. Look. No. No. You do not get to come back. No. You know what, Square Enix? I'm going to say something that I usually don't say. And I hope, and you listening, you watching this, I say this with great sincerity. I say this with an open mind and an open heart. But Square Enix, I really, guys, fuck off. No. You took it. It was bad, and you made it worse. I even feel bad thanking you guys for watching this. It was terrible. If you did stick through it, thanks. I appreciate that, but you know, I want to apologize for everything that you just witnessed. I take solace in the fact that we will never do it again. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.